Hello everyone, Sarah here from Bibliosnack again, and I'm excited to talk about the book that I'm talking about today because it is in one of my very favorite genres. I love dystopian books. I love books that take place a little bit in the future or in an alternate version of our own world and have something to do with like a controlling, oppressive government or society. As you can see from my lovely Hunger Games shirt, I'm a huge Hunger Games fan, and I'm excited to talk about the book I am talking about today because it is indeed a dystopian novel. The book starts in the summer of 2067, and a boy named Charlie and his sister Paige are on a family camping trip to the Olympic Peninsula in Washington State. Charlie and Paige's father is supposed to join them, but what they don't realize as they're hiking through the wilderness is that they will actually never see their father again. In fact, in a matter of days, 97% of the male population is dead from a disease that seems to only affect males. And Charlie's lucky. He's far enough in the wilderness that he somehow manages to escape the disease, along with about 3% of the other males in the world. The book is called Epitaph Road, and it actually takes place about 30 years after this disease. And the disease has been named Alicia's bear. And it's swept throughout the world, and the main character in this book is Charlie, the boy who survived, son, whose name is Kellen. In this book, the world has been reorganized so that the 5% of the population who are male are basically ruled by and controlled by the other 95% of the population who are in fact female. And this is just the way life has always been for Kellen. He knows that because he's a boy, he's a second-class citizen. He knows that his options in life are limited just because of that fact. And then Kellen happens upon a secret. And the secret changes his entire view of the world. He finds out that the plague that happened 30 years before, Alicia's bear, may not have actually been an accident or a fluke, or even maybe natural. This is a really well-created dystopian world. It has a really interesting premise, and it has a lot to think about, which I really liked. It's got a lot of questions. What would the world be like if it was completely ruled by women? Who would really be in control? Would world be better? Um, it's not just a thought-provoking book, though. There's enough action to keep the story moving forward, but I liked that it's not just action. There's a lot to think about, and there's a lot of parallels to our own world that will make you wonder if maybe the world in this book might actually be a possibility someday. Another thing I really liked about this book is that it's set in Seattle. Um, and as someone who's from Seattle, I really liked reading about all the places that I've been, and seeing how they might be in the future. So if you're in sixth grade or up, I would recommend this book if you're looking for a book about how the future might be, what it might become. And I would really recommend Epitaph Road by David Patneaude.